Welcome back, everyone. We're live on Facebook, so hi to everybody. So we're going to like us and then follow us, and we're going to share the show afterward. I hope I say it right. I have Dr. Ken Muhich, and he is the owner of Stetson's Chiropractic Clinic and Fibromyalgia Wellness Center. Welcome to the show. Please tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do. Listen up, guys, because if you are in pain, which I know a lot of people are, and if you think you have fibromyalgia, or say you have, or might think whatever, he can help. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you very, very much. I'm going to try and do something here, put in 2800 BC to the present as far as information. Yes, I am a doctor of chiropractic, but the program that we're going to be talking about today does not involve chiropractic. That's the most important thing. I've been practicing since 1986, and since 1990, I've been actually treating fibromyalgia patients.
Wow. And fibromyalgia, how does somebody know if they have fibromyalgia?
It's a chronic cyclic condition that affects millions of people, whether age, race, doesn't make any difference, or sex. And consider this. If you've ever had the flu, that's what fibromyalgia feels like. It's all over your body. But the symptoms can be so wide and varied that it's very, very difficult to diagnose. That's why so many are misdiagnosed by a lot of the, what we call allopaths, the MDs and DOs, because the problem is the symptomatology actually is very, very similar to about 15 other conditions, including diabetes, MS, osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus. So it's very, very difficult to diagnose properly.
Well, you wrote the book. You wrote the book on it. It's Fibromyalgia, Flash Hoods, Fakers, and Facts. Tell everybody a little bit about the book, and then guess what, guys? We're going to open up the audience for everyone to call and get entered in to win one. Go ahead.
Yeah, the book Fibromyalgia, Falsehoods, Fakers, and Facts.
Oh, I'm sorry, I read it wrong.
That's all right. Was actually written because of the frustration that I had in trying to treat fibromyalgia patients and the misconceptions that so many people have. Fibromyalgia is, as of 2013, actually through the National Institute of Health, accepted as a physical problem, like not a psychological problem, and so consequently, it's not in fibromyalgia patients' heads, as has been put forward to so many different people. And so it is a condition, and ICD-10, you have to have those codes. And ICD-10 actually has a code for fibromyalgia, which is M79.7, which actually makes it actually a treatable condition.
Now, the book, again, it's called Fibromyalgia, Falsehoods, Fakers and Facts. So falsehoods, fakers, and facts. And what we're going to do is we're going to open up the lines to the audience, and I'm going to let everyone call in and get entered in to win a book. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Now, Doc, I want to get out some information on you. You're at McCormick Ranch in Scottsdale.
Correct.
And your phone number to call direct, you do a free consultation with people?
Correct. Initially, when they first come, it's a free consultation to find out not only the history, but also a little bit about the patient itself. So
the phone number to call him direct, it's 480-948-4955, and his website is fibrowellnesscenter.com. He also has a video on this book that's on his website, correct?
Correct.
And you can see it there. He's rated with the Better Business Bureau. I say call in. I know a lot of people out there in a lot of pain, and they don't even know whether they really have it or not. Mm-hmm. They think they're nuts. I know they think they're nuts. They're in pain all the time, and they don't understand it. How will this book help them to understand their problem?
Well, it actually takes their problems and it differentiates the fibromyalgia from many other conditions. That's the most important thing. Since the symptomatology of fibromyalgia patients is so wide and varied, it goes anywhere from hair loss to irritable bowel to aches and pains throughout the body. That, again, is very, very difficult to diagnose unless you have someone with experience like myself to actually differentiate fibromyalgia from many of the other conditions.
Again, you can get this book at Amazon, or you can call in here and get it from me. We've got everyone getting entered in to win a book, and I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show. It's Fibromyalgia, Falsehoods, Fakers, and Facts. And our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. And I say this almost every show. I love my show because it's information for people. And maybe it's them that's sitting there listening there, but maybe they know somebody, and everybody does. Everyone knows somebody who's always in pain, and they don't even know if they have fibromyalgia. So that's what I like about this. And you guys out there can call in and get entered in to win. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Okay, you said that it's not just mainly women.
Correct.
Why?
Right now, most of the people that are being diagnosed are women. However, there's so many men out there that are undiagnosed or misdiagnosed. We go back in history, the first fibromyalgia patients were actually males. It goes back to 2800 BC.
It always starts with them.
I know. 2800 BC, the Book of Gilgamesh, biblical times. As a matter of fact, Shakespeare actually wrote about fibromyalgia in Midsummer Night's Dream.
I had no idea it was around that long.
Exactly. It goes way back in time. Not until World War II were women actually judged to have the same disease as men. Prior to that, it was really a male's condition. A good example is during the Civil War. They had 3 hospitals, actually, one for the injured, one for those that had syphilis, because wherever the army went, so also did the women.
It was prevalent then.
Well, and they didn't have TVs or Google to...
Right, they had nothing else better to do.
And then they had a 3rd hospital for this misdiagnosed, undiagnosed condition where men were just fall over in battle, were not able to function, they were in severe pain and so forth. And so that is just one of the many examples. For women that had symptoms like this, they were actually sent to sanitariums, or they did actually experimental surgeries on them. And a lot of doctors, excuse the expression, made a lot of money by doing multiple appendicitis on these women because they didn't know exactly what they had, so they just tried a variety of different things.
Well, you say that you have a sort of a different type of a program that you offer.
Yes.
What does it consist of?
The protocol that we have, and I work with an MD out of California who is actually a researcher out of UCLA, and he found that there was a genetic imbalance, so to speak. You're born with this, and because of this, a lot of patients that come in have been sick or under the weather or achy and so forth for ages, but their doctor keeps on telling them it's growing pains. Well, at the age of 40, they're not growing anymore. And so what we do is we have them come in for a free consultation and evaluation. We go over history. We go over the protocol with them. Then what we do is a thorough orthopedic neurological examination to find out whether or not they have fibromyalgia, but also other conditions that they have, because every fibromyalgia patient has, as I mentioned, other conditions, which actually makes it more difficult to diagnose and treat. Finally, we put them on a detox, a very gentle detox and anti-inflammatory program for about 3 weeks, where we take sugar, gluten, trans fatty acids, and dairy out of their diet. And then after that, what we do is we actually start the protocol where we have them take an innocuous substance, very, very safe. It's called guafenicin. And the other thing is mapping that we actually do with the patients, and that actually shows the patients how they're actually improving as they go from one step to another.
Well, he's located in McCormick Ranch in Scottsdale. They do free consultations. His phone number direct, it's 480-948-4955. I'm sorry, I'm almost losing my voice here. It's fibrowellnesscenter.com. He's also got a video there. He's rated with the Better Business Bureau. You can get this book at Amazon.com, but you can call in and get it from me. Everyone's getting entered in to win a book. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. The book is called Fibromyalgia, Falsehoods, Fakers, and Facts. Call in and get it if it's not you, for someone else. We have 2 minutes, okay? I hate that they go by so fast.
Right.
So what should we end up with this? I mean, tell me what you want to end up. What would be your final words to everybody out there that you want to talk about?
If the patients follow our protocol, it works exceptionally well, to the point where we have patients literally within 3 months that are pain-free and living a normal life. What's a normal life for a fibromyalgia patient? A patient told me one time, she says, guess what I can do now that I couldn't do before? And I would just I couldn't think about anything. And I said, what? She says, I can plan on something tomorrow and be able to do it. And I was so heartbroken by the fact that these fibromyalgia patients cannot do that. They can't promise tomorrow. But we can help you do that. We really can, because our program has been working successfully for decades.
So is it do you find that the first thing that people should do is get in touch with you by reading the book, finding out whether or not they really have it, having that consultation with you,
Yeah.
and then going over finding out, do you usually, when you find and talk to people that have come to you, that most of them end up do having it?
Yes, I would say a majority have, but if they do not, then we tell them the truth also. We don't want to treat somebody that doesn't have it, obviously. Right. And the problem is that there are other conditions that obviously can mimic fibromyalgia, and that's how we be able to differentiate and help the people.
Well, there's a lot of people out there that are suffering, and you don't have to. And maybe it's you or someone that you know. You get to call in and get entered in to win a book. It's called Fibromyalgia, Falsehoods, Fakers, and Facts. The number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. He's located in Scottsdale. His website is fibrowellnesscenter.com. He's rated with the Better Business Bureau. Give him a call. It's 480-948-4955.